Coach, obviously, well, let's start out with the good news, and that's the attendance record. It's set to fall, and you guys had a pretty solid crowd last week. Finishing up, how did you guys harness that in terms of, hey, we're going to go out, we're going to have a good crowd, and let's make sure we kind of give them something to see to cap things off here.
Absolutely. I mean, the great news is we're guaranteed to break the attendance record for the 4th season. For the organisation now, it's how much, if we can really smash it. Like you said last week, 6,000 fans got a victory, made it exciting right at the end, got the goal right at the end to claim the 3 points. And absolutely, like we said, we want to go one more time at home. It's certainly a little bit of sadness and disappointment being the last home game of the season this early, but we expect 6,000 to 8,000, and we want to go out and make sure that we have one more big win for our 25th anniversary. I
know we touched on it a little bit before, but just if we could one more time, just about kind of what this says about how soccer's growing in Richmond and how this community is embracing the sport, and it seems to kind of be ever growing and towards your goal of this being the #1 sport in the city.
Yeah, there's no question. We've just started on the uptrend. The more and more people who come and experience the Kickers game at City Stadium for the first time are usually blown away of what a great atmosphere it is. We have an ever-growing, true soccer fan base, and it makes a massive difference because, like we know from around the world, it's all about the experience in the stands as well as the game, and you can have an entire party for 90 minutes, and a lot of guys do that these days, which is good. But for us, the energy and that atmosphere translates onto the field every time, and I'm biased, but I truly believe we're going to get there. I see us hitting 6 to 8 in the next couple of years, and I see City Stadium being sold out at that 8 to 10,000 range, within 5 to 10.
And the last time you guys played Orlando City, it was a really successful game down there. So how do you recreate that?
Well, we came off of probably one of the best games of the season down there with the 2-0 victory, and we're coming off a good victory against Rochester. So, we're pretty healthy. We had a very similar lineup over the last 4 or 5 games. I expect that to be the case. But we're going to be even more adventurous than the last couple of games. We haven't really threatened as much as I would like. So, again, we have nothing to lose. We're going to go for it. We're going to put our fullbacks into the attack, and we're going to try and, as much as possible, make it as difficult as possible for Orlando.
Am I right in saying that you guys have gotten a little bit better at the end of the year? Or?
Yeah, no. I think we're up there as one of the hottest teams in USL, but it's a little bit too little too late. But I think over the last 7 or 8 games, we've turned it around. And maybe that's a little bit less pressure on us, and maybe we've just grown as a group. But we still have 3 games to go, and we want to finish as strong as possible.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is it you guys getting better, or is it some teams that have locked in their playoff spots and they're not playing everybody? Do you see a reason to feel good about it, or are there other factors that make you go?
I think we've absolutely had some strong performances all year. I think overall we've had not the rub of the green early doors in the season. It may have changed slightly over the last 5 to 6 games, but no, we're competing. We've been in every single game this year. We've had some big results against top teams, so we're just missing a couple of quality players, and that will absolutely be my job in the off-season to acquire those new players. But for now, I think we have a very strong, young, hungry core of players.
You said nothing to lose. I mean, is there a sense of playing relaxed, like where you come in here, and I think you said it, maybe a little less pressure, and just kind of there is that nothing to lose, and we are a little relaxed, and now kind of how do we harness that and apply it schedule wide next year?
Well, the way I coach, they probably are never relaxed, and that's probably one of my big problems. But overall, your point is absolutely true. I think we've settled down. We're not looking at the table. We're not looking at the standings. We're not just thinking about points. We're just thinking about performance. And even though I truly believe we've had some good performances early in the season, it's certainly coming together to execute and making sure we close out games. So, 3 more games, absolutely going to give it everything we have to claim all 3 wins.